be at a Cowboy. I wouldn't go back, even if they asked me. Even if they paid me, I would not go back.
I'm Brian. They call me Cowboy. I've been kind of looking for ghosts of my own for a while. Not so much full on hunting them. Just kind of going to places and seeing if we could find them.
We had previously went twice, and Cowboy is now part of our team, and he had never been. So it was so he could have an experience there as well.
Well, now that we have Cowboy with us, Hamilton County was probably our best investigation as far as the 2 other times we've been there. The team want to take him somewhere we've gotten our best evidence. We got new DVR system, mainly because when you have static cameras on a camera like that, it's a lot easier if we can set it up and watch live if something's going on. Now, which way I want to try first?
Doesn't matter in my trunk.
Can't force the wall.
Is that what it's saying? Oh shit. I remember that's the one that's broken.
The air mattress is fucking flat.
Oh yeah, your ass just hits the thing.
See, your camera should pick up my IR also. Make it a little bit brighter.
I'll say mine's
And
on too.
and that one.
Ready?
Yep.
Cross for yes. Spread for no. Is anyone in this room with us? Can you push these forward for me?
I have the EVP.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone in this room with us?
(311-23) Old Hamilton County Jail, Warden Row.
Can you push both these bars forward, please? The one on the right was like it's like rocking. The one on the left is like straight, clean. Can you point to where you are in the room, please? Cross for yes, spread for no. Are you in this room with us? I really can't see what they're doing. Yep, they crossed. Can you separate it for me, please? Can you point to where you are in the room? Can you point to where you are in the room, please? Are you in this room with us? Cross for yes, spread for no. Do you want to talk to us?
The car outside.
Are you allowed to talk to us? Thank you. Can you point it forward for me? Can we speak to the person who don't want you to talk to us? Thank you. Will that person talk to us, please? Are y'all both in the room with us? Can you point to the doll that's sitting in the chair, please?
Would you like to talk to somebody other than Justin?
Will you talk to Courtney? Can you point both of these forward for me?
I don't think anything's in here.
This spread.
Where is Justin?
Look at that.
It's only the right one. It's the one I couldn't. You just stop moving. Will you straighten up, please? This thing like fixated on you. No, the left one's starting to go. Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's see. Where is Cowboy? That's pretty cool.
Scared the shit out of me.
Let's see.
Sounds like a fucking shot down there.
Go straight. Where is Robert?
Then we'll talk to me.
You usually do.
Alright, I want to know, is it a little girl or a boy? Because they have been known to talk to a little girl up here through the dowsing rods.
Cross for yes, spread for no. Is there a little girl here? Can you straighten them up, please?
No one heard that scream?
Was
I think
that
it was
scream?
outside.
I heard it.
I heard it between I thought it was outside.
Okay, so that was yeah. Do we know anything about the little girl?
Ask if she remembers us. No, I don't remember.
I don't
It's been a
remember
while.
anything about the little girl. Cross for yes, spread for no. Do you remember us being here? Nothing.
Ask her if she ever plays with a Raggedy Ann doll.
Do you ever play with the doll in the chair? Just slow yes.
Ask her if she's strong enough to move it.
Are you strong enough to move the doll in the chair?
I need to move.
Go ahead.
It's spreading, so no.
Ask if there's a spirit here that is strong enough to move it.
Is there a spirit that's here that can move it? Yes. Will you move it?
The doll, the clown, was freaky. I was more worried and focused on that. It took off, turned, rocked, moved. I didn't really feel anything to say about that room though.
Before me and Cowboy went up to start our 30 minutes, sometimes I like to come up and announce, you know, we're coming up. And right when we got to the top of the steps, I said, we're coming up. And all of a sudden, this voice, what I think was probably across from us towards the infirmary, and it says, okay. That was probably the only thing we felt, and that was like pure, that was panic. And I almost backed out, but then I realized that's not, you know, we're here for this. So it took a second to recompose myself and start walking.
Did y'all just try to talk to the radios?
It might be blocking it.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
And we got motion detected on the other side.
What was I gonna say? Oh, it sounded like when we sat down, like you guys tried talking to the radio. I don't know if y'all did. And when I hit the radio, it interferes with the EMF and the REM pod.
That might have been why the REM pod went off in the first place.
I'm sorry. So when we were coming up the stairs, I said, we're coming up, and in the distance we heard somebody that sounded like it said, "Hey guys." Is my timer going? So where you're sitting is where I heard the voice behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone in here with us? If there's anyone in here with us, you can walk across that REM pod and make that noise.
Put that light on real quick. Let me do this. I'm gonna come sit next to you and face the camera on the tripod. Let's sit back a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. I just gotta sit kind of close to you.
Got a green light right here. It's been on for a while for you guys. Yeah, that one. Can you light it up to yellow? So we gotta start talking about it and it went off. Went up.
If you're in here, will you walk by that red light in the hallway for me?
Was I just talking or no?
It sounded like it. No, somebody in a car outside.
100? Positive?
Sounded like one of them loud mufflers. Could be wrong. Just have to go back and listen to it.
I would say sitting here, it sounded like you were down the hall to the left.
Yeah.
Almost feels like it's in here, like I can feel the vibration. Yes, distance. Yes, definitely car. Alright, scratch that sound I was hearing. I don't know, I admit the sound of possible voice I heard, or we heard coming upstairs, so I don't know if they ever turn around.
Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounded like.
And it didn't sound angry or anything, just okay.
It sounded like sort of female.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
If you're in here, will you talk into that microphone across the way from me?
The ring pop was going off before we radioed.
Was it? No, because you went to radio when it said okay. And you hit the button on the radio and the ring pop went off. Because remember I said, should I start recording? And you hit the button for the radio.
It's kind of weird how the signal went that way, not downstairs.
Yeah. Now I guarantee you hit it, it's going to go off again.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, that's. Alright, gonna do a radio test.
Yeah. See.
It's weird how the ring pipe goes up right after every kill left the button.
Mm-hmm. See that signal's finishing through. You gotta remember, with all the metal in here, it's trying to bounce off on the spot.
Overall, it's rather quiet.
It is. Kind of reminds me when we were sitting in the train depot.
Don't be intimidated by us. We have a new member who wants to come and talk to you too. Show him what y'all have been showing us the last 2 times we were here. We've heard your voices with our own ears. You've interacted with our equipment a lot of the times. Show him what you showed us.
What'd you say?
Memory card is full.
The memory card's full. It's probably on the static cam.
Alright, the only thing I can do is take it out of your game cam because I don't have any other card big enough.
That's fine.
Don't sound so upset about it.
Alright, let's go get that out of the game cam.
What?
Pull your shirts now.
Put your shirt down?
Hmm?
Put your shirt up?
Mm.
They're up or down? Make a noise. Anywhere. If you stare at a spot long enough, you can see shadows move. Is it okay that we're sitting on your bunk? We heard you when we were coming up the stairs. Who was that? Come on guys, night's still early, let's go. Whose cell is this? Can you try a different cell?
Yeah, what's your vote?
There's many reasons I wouldn't make it in jail.
And these things are one of them. My lower back is freaking killing me.
Just from sitting there?
No, it's been doing it all day.
You're more than welcome to. Have a seat. Like your room, right here. Since we can't see you, this is just to let us know you're here. As long as it's green light. We're new. This is only like my 9th day in. Don't be a douchebag. Somebody's the other one because that one calibrates itself.
Yeah. The small one.
Yeah, this one just goes.
You don't think that's gonna work very well?
That's right. How much more time we got? Is that a temperature reading?
About 8 minutes.
We're getting temperature reading. Yeah, it was me. It's like this because it's getting warmer in two bodies.
If there's anybody in here with us, will you touch this red light in front of me, please?
Like right now, I feel nothing. Like I'm getting chills because it's dark as shit right there.
Yeah, it just feels kind of dead up there.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I wish I could get that voice when I walk there.
I can't tell you were recording already.
That's what I'm thinking about. I should have started recording when I go walking up the stairs.
We want to talk to the one that answered us when we were coming up the stairway. Can you come talk to us? Come sit down with us? Are you guys moving around down there? Do you hear that moving around?
A little bit faintly.
Right. Did you hear that? Like something hit the wall on the other side. Huh?
I wish I didn't hear it.
It's weird because there's this sound that's overpowering any other thing I'm not able to hear. But I keep thinking I hear something a little bit more than that. The temp change. Let's see. Just feel like you're warm right now. You ever make us eat alone?
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that,
You fucking shit.
Like I said, me and Courtney was downstairs, was watching the monitor live video of them. They went to the last cell that they was at. Their time was almost up. I grabbed a walkie. I didn't press the button, and I said, you know, a creepy voice was, "I see you." Right after I ended that, it was just loud, like scream that came from behind me in that the jail where that darkness is at. Like something was there, and it was just a scream, and I just straight panicked, and I didn't know what to do. It was fight or fight, and I was gone.
My first initial thought was that y'all were messing with us because we thought our time was up So we thought Red had screamed up the stairs as a alarm to come back downstairs. We were kind of ticked off about it.
So it was close to their time to being up. We were sitting there and Red was kind of messing around. He wasn't pressing the button, but he was joking around saying, "I see you." And right after that happened, we laughed, and then we heard a very loud scream, and it was terrifying, and we didn't know what we heard at first. But when we looked down on the computer and we seen that it wasn't them making the scream, we initially panicked and ran for our life.
I had asked, you know, when our time was up, and about around the time it was due, we heard this loud scream. At the time, me and Cowboy still thought it was Justin screwing with us, so, you know, we was pretty pissed off.
What the fuck was that?
I want to leave.
What? I didn't hear that.
That was the loudest scream I've
It was
ever
a
heard in my
death
life.
squeal, I swear to God.
I thought that was y'all.
No.
No.
I swear that up there?
I don't know.
No, it was like down here
It
or
was
something.
down here, it was a loud. It was so fucking loud, it sounded like it came from the woman's cell, and we fucking took off running outside. We've been hitting you on the walkie.
Yeah.
Pure panic set in, because if it is what we thought it was, what we hoped it was, that would have been the best piece of evidence we've ever got, or capture, or whatever you want to call it.
And it was traumatizing, and when we came back in, we were shaking. When I thought back over it, it sounded like a mom's screaming as if she had lost her child. Very painful, eerie scream.
The fact that Courtney damn near had a tear in her eye when she came back in, and she was shaking. And Red kind of freaking out a little bit. I've never really seen him freak out that much. At first I thought it was somebody screaming in the back window. But now as we've watched the footage, it kind of feels like it was coming from right at the bottom of the stairs. To be honest with you, I think it may have been an entity that screamed up the stairs or screamed in that room down there. I don't know if it was so much a get out scream. I think it was, and it might have been because of the knock that came afterward, but at the time, once I go through it, it kind of feels like, because me and Robert were sitting up in that room, we didn't feel a thing. We didn't feel, we just felt it was dead. And then that happened, so we kind of had the feeling that, or I kind of had the feeling at least, that it had built all that energy up just to let us know that it could do it, basically, and then screamed. Definitely a freaky one. I've heard screams before, but not like that. I've never heard a blood-curdling scream come from somewhere else that we can't see. And it did freak me out once we got in the car and started to watch and realize what it was.
Oh yeah, well, 100%, yes.
And I'm guessing from what we've talked about, you won't go back.
Oh no, hell no. Nope.
Absolutely. especially after we went through the footage and we realized somebody wasn't messing with us when we thought that was that somebody was there screaming. Knowing now that it wasn't somebody messing with us, that means there's more there that we could capture, so maybe. This investigation is probably our most intense one. It's the scariest. And after hearing that scream, it was probably the scariest thing I've experienced.
What the fuck was that?